Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to talk about a brand new tool from Google that could honestly completely change how developers build with AI. We're talking about making it super simple to give an AI your own specialized private knowledge.
All right, so let's get right into it. Think about this for a second. An AI like Gemini, it knows pretty much everything on the public internet, right? But what about your world? Your company's internal docs, all your project files, maybe even your own personal notes. Getting an AI to be an expert on that stuff, well, that's always been a huge challenge.
And yeah, this is a massive headache for developers. Just imagine you're trying to build a really useful AI, say a customer support bot. You don't want a bot that just gives generic answers, right? You need one that actually knows your products inside and out. To do that, you've got to solve this basic knowledge problem first.
So the old way of doing this, the hard way, it's a process called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or just RAG for short. And it was a ton of work. You, the developer, had to handle everything. You had to manage the file storage, chop up the data into smaller pieces, create these things called embeddings, which are just fancy numerical versions of your text, and then build this whole other thing called a vector index just to make it searchable. It's a lot of heavy lifting.
But now, Google has just rolled out a tool that's designed to make all of that complexity just disappear. The goal here is to make this super powerful tech available to basically anyone who wants to build with it.
Okay, so what is it? It's called File Search, and its mission is really simple. It does all that heavy lifting for you. It's a completely managed RAG system built right into the Gemini API, so you get to focus on building your awesome app, not on all the back-end plumbing.
And just look at the difference here. It's night and day. On one side, you've got the manual way, where the developer is on the hook for every single step. And on the other side, with File Search, Google handles the entire pipeline, from start to finish. That is a huge shift in how this works.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Let's talk about the cost. For storing your files and actually running queries against them, it's zero. Free.
The only thing you pay is a tiny one-time fee when you first upload your documents. We're talking 15 cents for every million tokens. That makes it so incredibly cheap to just get started, play around, and even scale up.
Okay, so how does Google pull this off? How do they hide all that complexity and make it so simple to use? Well, let's look under the hood.
This quote from Google's announcement really just says it all, doesn't it? It abstracts away the retrieval pipeline so you can focus on building. It's all about getting rid of the annoying, complicated stuff so that developers can do what they do best: create and innovate. So it does this with a few key features. First, the whole developer experience is super simple and integrated. Underneath, it's using really powerful vector search to find exactly what you need. It's got built-in citations, which is a big deal, and it can handle a whole bunch of file formats, PDFs, Word docs, text files, you name it.
And let's pause on that citations point, because that is a really big deal. If you're building a serious app, you have to be able to trust what the AI is telling you. With built-in citations, you can always go back and check the source of the information. That is absolutely critical for building tools people can actually rely on.
All right, so all of this sounds great on paper, but how does it actually perform in the real world? Let's take a look at a real company that's putting this thing to the test.
So there's this company called Beam. They're an early access partner, and what they do is pretty cool. They have an AI platform that helps generate games. They plugged File Search right into the heart of their system to search through their big library of game templates.
And we're not talking about just testing it out. No, they are running thousands of these searches every single day. This thing is running at production scale.
And get this number is what really blew me away. It's delivering answers from multiple parallel queries in under 2 seconds.
To put that in perspective, this replaced a manual process that used to take their team hours. So what took hours now takes less than 2 seconds. That's not just an improvement, that's a total game changer.
Okay, so what does this mean for the rest of us? What if you're not building an AI game platform? Why should you be excited about this? What does a tool like this really unlock? Well, by making it so much easier to use your own private data, a whole world of powerful, smart AI assistants just became way more accessible. You could build things like truly intelligent support bots, an internal assistant that knows everything about your company, tools for discovering creative content, personalized learning platforms, even superpowered assistants for research and data analysis. The list just goes on.
And really, that's the big takeaway here. That huge wall that used to exist between you and creating a specialized AI that understands your world, it just got a whole lot lower.
So the question isn't, can you build these things anymore? The real question is, what amazing knowledge are you going to unlock with AI?